Hello and welcome. This is India Market Close. I am Agam Vakil and with me is Mahima Vatsrajani, and we are here to take you through the final hour of this trading session this Thursday afternoon. Well, it's looking like a very quiet day right now. We're not looking at too much traction when it comes to the markets. At least as far as the indices are concerned, well, it's been a quiet one. So the Nifty 50 is
fall and margins have beaten estimates so far. So these are, Agam, some of the stocks, that are really buzzing in trade today.
Yes, absolutely, and some valid names for good reason too. But on that note, let's get in our experts for today. We have Rajesh Palviya. He's the Senior VP of Technical and Derivatives Research at Axis Securities, and Kush Bora. He's the founder at kushbora.com. Good morning to both of you, and thanks for joining in. Rajesh, let's start with you on the Nifty 50. It does seem like after that drop, we're looking at about a consolidation, but with a negative bias. What is your reading from here on?
Afternoon, Agam, and afternoon, everyone. So trend is still on the weaker side only. Nifty is trading since morning in very tight range as the call put writer, which are holding the position at 24,400 strike, and almost we are trading around those level only since morning. Looking at the overall data setup, I think till Nifty is trading below to 24,500, 550 zone, I think trend is likely to remain on the weaker side only. On the downside, 24,400, 24,300 are the immediate and critical support area, as almost 100-day moving averages also coincide with these levels. So I think if we go further down below 24,350 or 300 zone, then I think we may see further round of selling pressure in the Nifty, and then possible downside may open towards 24,150 or even 24,000 level also. Though we are in oversold trajectory for the near-term setup, and we are almost at weekly option expiry for Nifty. So I think today's session is very important for the Nifty. If at all any short covering action comes above 24,450 level, could give some relief really from here onward, and possible relief really can extend to 24,550 to 600 kind of zone. That is a possibility looking at the data, as most of the put writers are still holding the position at 24,400, 300 zone. So that level needs to watch for near-term support area. So we are expecting some relief really, but again, stop loss is 24,350 on spot if you are playing any contra trade or any pullback trade at this juncture.
All right. The index which is actually bucking the trend today is the Bank Nifty. It's up around 0.6%. Kush, I'll come to you. How do we play with Bank Nifty at present?
It's radar. So Rajesh, ideas that are looking interesting to you this afternoon?
So the first stock is on the long side, that is Indigo Paints. After a long consolidation of almost 10 to 12 week, stock managed to give breakout on the weekly chart. Looking at the near term short term structure, stock is very well placed above to all its near term short term moving averages. Looking at the strength in the counter and the breakout on the technical charts, we believe that here there is a potential to continue further more upside. Possible target we are expecting towards 1730 for short term. One can buy with stop loss of 1635. The stock where we are focusing on the short side, that is SBI Life. This is the fourth consecutive week where stock is making lower high-low formation. That clearly showing that sustained supply pressure in the stock. In this process, stock is now slipped below to near-term moving averages like 50-day, 20-day moving average, which is also adding up the furthermore weakness in the stock. Short build-up is there in the data on the derivative side. So we believe that SBI Life can be looked at to short at the current juncture. Possible target on the downside towards 1585 we can see in the near-term perspective. One can go short with stop loss of 1665.
All right, Kush, before I come to you, I'll quickly mark Adani Wilmar numbers are out and revenue is up by around 18%. Looks like a good set of numbers. Net profit is also standing at 311 crores versus a loss of 131 crores.
52-week high now. Let me take this up with Rajesh. Rajesh, how are you looking at this sharp up move in today's day of trade, and do you think that the probability now increases for it to make a high? Under those circumstances, would you initiate a long after the kind of sharp up move that we've already seen today?
So after a correction of last 4 consecutive weeks, very strong pullback in the current week for the stock, and looking at the today's action, it clearly giving us some confidence that if stocks continues to hold above 705 level, then yes, possibly stock may attempt to move further higher to the previous swing high of September 2024, which is placed at around 765, 768 kind of zone. So I think yes, there is a possibility that furthermore follow-up buying action towards 765 we can see in the near-term perspective. But yes, if at all stock manages to surpass 765 level, then there is a high possibility that stock may revisit its previous all-time high trajectory also. So at this juncture, 705 should be your stop loss to buy the stock for near-term uptrend towards 765. And if it crosses, then you can carry your position for the next target towards 800 to 830.
Right, that's the view coming in, technical view coming in for Sona BLW. But let's take a quick break. On the other side, we'll get you top buy today, sell tomorrow picks, and latest from the derivative market. So stay tuned.
With you, a heavyweight, and that's, well, Hindustan Unilever. Most likely the same issue, because we've seen this sharp decline, and this downtrend didn't start today. It has been on a downtrend for a while. How are you reading cues into Hindustan Unilever, and what would you do for an investor who already holds into this?
So I think the way stock has corrected throughout this month, almost 15.5% correction in the October month. Looking at the near-term short-term structure, stock is now approaching towards its important and critical support area, which is placed at around 2450, 2400 kind of level. So I think those who are investor can hold on with the stop loss of 2400. Some pullback or some relief we could see around those levels for the stock. But again, on the higher side, 2750 is the key supply zone for the stock on the higher side. So I think it may consolidate for further more time as the stock has already corrected and the near-term structure is already turned on the weaker side. So for near-term to short-term, it may remain in the range of 2400 to 2700. Once the market stabilizes and some recovery comes in the broader market, I think there is a possibility that stock can also start some buying interest if it manages to cross about 2750 level. And if at all, if it's happened, then possible target on the longer term perspective, again, we can see towards 3000, but it may take time. So those who have little longer time horizon can buy this dip by around 2450, 2400 zone. That's the attractive level in this correction.
Right, that's the technical view coming in for HUL, but Westlife Food has come out with its Q2 earnings and the numbers really look disappointing. Revenues are flat, EBITDA down by around 22%, net profits are down by almost 98%, and margins have taken a significant hit.
A look at whether or not our experts have some buy today, sell today calls, or, well, let me revert it and say sell today, buy tomorrow calls. Rajesh, over to you.
Again, first stock, both stocks on the buy side only, and the first stock is Hindustan Zinc. After a consolidation of almost 8 weeks, now stock managed to give breakout of its falling trend line on a weekly chart, and the way stock has recovered after the consolidation, we believe that furthermore follow-up buying action we could see in the coming days for the Hindustan Zinc. So possible target towards 564. One can buy with stop loss of 535. And second stock is again on the buy side, that is Piramal Enterprises. This stock has shown very strong recovery from intraday low of around 990, and now stock is trading near to day high, which is at 1050 level. Looking at the near-term structure, we believe that the way stock has shown some strength from the today's low, there is a possibility that furthermore follow buying action we could see towards 1075 to 1085 for Piramal Enterprises. So here one can deploy some long trade for BTSC point of view with stop loss of 1025.
All right, Kush, your ideas for now?
After a while, I have.
Let's take this up on a technical basis too. Rajesh, anything that stands out for you in the SPI?
I think underperformance is still there on the PSU Bank, and SBI is still, struggling to cross this 800, 810 resistance area. Almost the stock is trading near to its 20-day moving average. So I think post-earning, if it's a process above 810, then there could be some short covering action we could see, as private banks are already moved up, but most of the PSU banks are still laggard in this rally. So if you're taking any long position, as the stock has already corrected in last couple of days, so your stop loss, strict stop loss should be placed at around 778. This needs to be followed. If it's hold these stop loss and then some pullback towards 810 to 820, we could see in SBI.
All right, but let's shift focus to Syngene International. Now they have numbers, but your view as to how Fino Payments exactly look on charts?
So stock was sideways, but after this fall, now stock has broken its consolidation range support area. So now if it's sustained below to 400 level, I think there would be further more follow-up selling we could see in the near term to short term perspective. So till stock not able to cross above 400 level, I think trend is slightly remain on the bearish side, and possible down move can extend towards 350 level also. So I think our view is looking at the structure, it's on the weaker side. 350 could be the next target for the stock.
Well, on that note, we thank both our experts, Rajesh and Kush, for joining us and taking us through their views on the several queries that we have raised with them. It does seem like it's going to be yet another very